Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Chapter number 1, Bhagavad Gita, original. Text number 3. It says here, Pashyedam Panduputrana Acharyam Mahidim Chamum Vyudam Drupadaputrena Tavashishyena Dhimada. Which means Pashyedam Panduputrana. Look at them, the Panduputras. O Acharya, Acharya Mahidim Chamu, such a great formation of the army. And they are all your students. Then he says, Drupadaputrena. And also you see the Drupadaputra standing right in the front of everyone as a commander-in-chief. And not only he is simply a disciple of Tavashishyena, disciple of you, Tavashishyena, Dhimada, he is also very, very intelligent person, powerful. So now we can actually understand that Duryodhana is trying to ignite or provoke or raise the dormant anger of Dronacharya, stating that everything is learned and you have given to them, and using the same tricks and martial arts and all other celestial weapons, mantras against you. So we shouldn't be actually waiting. We should attack them and destroy them as soon as possible. So now what Dronacharya has to say is that regardless of the kingdom being usurped by you, still from the viewpoint of the world, Yudhishthira is the emperor of the planet. Now you have taken, you plundered from him. You have taken, and we have counseled you in so many ways. But you did not listen to any of us. And because I have been taking care of Indraprastha in the absence of the Pandavas, and we can see that Duryodhana, after taking away the entire Indraprastha, asked Dronacharya to rule there. So he was actually doing. So the Bhishma, Drona, Krupacharya, they were all connected to not Indraprastha. They are connected to Hastinapur. Under their regime, they were actually living. So they were getting sufficient maintenance, as much they want. So, freedom. Duryodhana never actually put fingers on the elders. He actually, a lavish fellow, he was trying to exhaust the treasury as much as possible, because he purchased the loyalty from people by supplying money. There is a natural way from our good swabhava, people get attracted to, and there is a way to bring the attraction of the people by supplying them money. Whoever wants it, or whoever needs it, or whoever the leader wants, simply supplying the money, people will actually support. So that was the case with the Kuru elders. So they were obligated. They were obligated, and they were also falsely made promise by Shaguni through Dhritarashtra, made them promise to be loyal to the Hastinapur. In this way, all these Kuru elders, Bhishma Dev was really old that time. And he came to the battlefield to fight and preserve the dignity and the name and fame of Hastinapur. Dhritarashtra didn't come, everyone else came to battle because Dhritarashtra was blind and he was not allowed to by the Kuru elders. Even though he is powerful, he could actually also fight, even though he doesn't have the eyes. But some or other elders, you know, prevented him to stay back at the palace and just uh, view the battle given to Sanjay. Sanjay could actually see the entire battle, what was going on. Sanjay was in Meerut, and the Kurukshetra is somewhere near to Delhi. That is about 90 miles distance. But Sanjay could actually see the entire battle by the mercy of Vyasadeva. So there were television that time also, but it's a different kinds of television. Seeing can see from the heart, it manifests in the space and the whole battle. Every guy they were doing what they were doing was actually shown there. So he was actually imparting the battlefield situation, what is going on. Therefore, Dhritarashtra asked, "Oh Sanjay, you tell me what is going on." So 90 miles away, now these things were happening, but Sanjay could actually easily see. And he was explaining that our Duryodhan went to Dronacharya and began to speak that how Pandavas were actually nicely formed their military phalanx. Now we can actually see the Pandavas were, when they went to forest, they were not allowed to mingle with any kings because Duryodhana feared that these guys can make friendship with many kings, and they can go against the Kauravas, the Kurus. Because of that, they made the policy: even if you live in the forest, here is the rule. The rule is you are not allowed to enter any kingdom and accept their hospitality. Why? Because he is the emperor, and he was actually dethroned or plundered or usurped his kingdom by Duryodhan, by mischievous and deceiving method. So now many kings all over the world, they knew what had happened in Hastinapur. So therefore they can be very compassionate, and the quality of Yudhishthir is actually spread out all over the place, just like a sound travels. Everyone knows the great quality of the Pandavas. So as soon as they were exiled by cunning way, the kings can actually show so much favor to them, and they would ask them to go and stay in their kingdom. Rest of the life means till the exile period is over. In that way, Shakuni was actually thinking, as if he knows past, present, and future, but he knows mechanical way of, or it's not like a rishi knows past, present, and future, but his assumptions, his intuitions. It is Krishna who actually gives him. There must be a equal member to fight with or match with Krishna. Therefore, Lord would have actually given him that kind of intelligence. So this was his plan. So they were not allowed to enter any cities, nor make friendship with any kings, or eat opulent food, or dress opulently. They have to go without even any ornaments, crown, jewelries, wonderful outfits. They have to go in as like a very ordinary personalities. And in the last year of the exile, if Kauravas find them, or army, or anybody in the family of Kurus find them, they have to go again for another term of forest exile. I mean, they have to live there um, again for several years, 12 years, and 13th year is the um, incognito year. So in that way, they have to repeat. So Shakuni's plan was, you know, in the same method, he can keep them in the forest forever. So now, when uh, everything was failed, when they came back, after the successful exile, um, asked for the country back, Indraprastha, the state back, they were refused. So Kaurava said, Duryodhan said that we found you before the period is period got over. Therefore, you have to go back to the forest again. So that caused the entire war program. So, uh, so now he's actually talking. So war started. On the edge of starting. Now he is actually giving some kind of ideas what the Pandavas were trying to do against you, or spiritual martial teacher. Please be careful and don't show any kinds of leniency towards these Pandavas. And they have done great thing, but you have to be very careful. So this is what this verse is, and we will talk the fourth verse tomorrow. Thank you. Hare Krishna.